Welcome to Dear Katie Live. And in today's episode, we are breaking down a great question we got. And that is someone who wrote in saying that their agency sucks. So before we dive into the answer, let's just do some housekeeping. This is Dear Katie, where I answer your social media questions. So if you have a question, head over to dearkatie.leaders-online.com, submit it, and your question might just be featured in an upcoming video or in an upcoming newsletter. And to make sure that you stay up to date on Dear Katie, make sure that you subscribe at leaders-online.com/blog. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this question. The person wrote in, my agency sucks. They have been posting content for me for months now, but it doesn't ever get engagement or seem to do anything for me. Should I keep going? What are your thoughts? This is a question that I hear a lot, especially around content. People are concerned, is it working? How long should you be posting? What kind of engagement should you expect? And there are a couple of things that I want to break down whenever we are looking at what's the best approach forward, because your content should work for you. And whenever we say work for you, this could mean a variety of things. Maybe you are looking for new clients, but maybe you're looking for new staff, or maybe you're looking to build your brand and have opportunities open up to you, such as beyond podcasts. Maybe you want to write a book someday. So when it comes to content and what you're looking to get from it, make sure that you first are really clear on what that is. Now, this person, they wish to be kept anonymous. Otherwise, I would love to pull up and share some of the content with you and them here. But so that we keep them anonymous, I'm going to take a step back and just talk about in general content and how you can make sure that it is working for you. Again, however you define content working for you, what should you be thinking about and what kind of results should you see? So when I take a look at this content that's being posted, it's very, very general. It is not unique. It doesn't offer any sort of viewpoints that are different from what you can just see being posted across a lot of other accounting firms. And I don't get any insight into why I should reach out to this person to understand more about them or their firm. It's just, like I said, it's very generic. So I want you to think about whenever you follow someone and you enjoy their content, why do you enjoy it? Well, it's probably because it's unique. It gives you insight into something that you hadn't considered before. Maybe it's entertaining. So maybe they have really cool editing styles. The production is really high. There's probably something, whenever you take a look at all the content creators that you follow, there's something that they're doing, and it's not being just general content. So the first thing is look at the content. And for this specific person, I would say the content is very generic, and I'm not surprised that it's not getting engagement. It's not leading to new clients because that was their goal. It's not doing what they want it to do for them. Now, just having good ideas for content is not enough. So just because you have a good idea, you have to also learn how to package and deliver a consistent message in a way that people will listen. And so if you think about this in the way of, say, a comedian, you could have someone go up and perform a stand-up performance and totally knock it out of the park. And if I went up, who has zero experience being a stand-up comedian, and tried to rehearse that same script, it would totally fall flat because I don't know how to package the message in the way that's going to resonate with an audience. And you have to think about this the same when it comes to producing your content. So is it being packaged in a way that people can actually understand it? Is it being produced well? Okay, so you've got to have good content with good packaging and good production. Now, another thing this person is doing is they're posting from a company page. And historically, across social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, and so forth, they don't do as well. Why? Well, a number of things, but think about the platforms. If I am LinkedIn, I want people to pay for their posts to be sponsored on my platform. The same goes for Facebook. So historically, posts from an individual's profile do better than a company profile. Now, that's just looking at this from a platform analytics standpoint, business perspective of, okay, the platform wants you to advertise on your page and have those posts be sponsored. But on the flip side, when we think about the consumer of the content, it also makes sense that posts from personal profiles do better. People connect with people. And so this isn't to say that you should not have content on your personal page or on your company page, but rather consider using your personal page to figure out what content really resonates with your audience. And then whenever you figure out what resonates with them, you could also share that on your company page. Maybe you update it a little bit because the language you want to change, or maybe even you want to run ads to this content because you know it really resonates with your audience. So that's something to consider when you are working with content on a company page. It's likely not going to be what is actually attracting your audience, just again, from how the platform works, how people work. But this is something to think about also. Okay, let's take my content from the personal profile and let's use the stuff that performs well on the company page. Now, when we think about content and the results that we want it to produce, like I said, you have to figure out what ultimately you want to be the outcome of your content and how soon you're going to reach that outcome. It's going to change. It's going to be different for everyone. Someone might be posting every day for a month, and suddenly, let's say they want new clients, they start really attracting clients because they have one post that really pops off. Whereas someone else, they might have to be posting for months at a time before they really get traction. But what I will say is there's a lot that goes into it besides just posting content. So if you are, say, looking to attract new clients, what else are you doing besides posting content? Often content isn't enough to get you to your goal. You have to also be going out and engaging with other people, starting conversations with them, commenting on their post, replying to comments on your post, using the insights that you're gaining from your content, such as the comments left on your post, to create more content that represents what the people want to see that are in your audience. So it's not just a let's post and hope that this content reaches the right people, has the right message for them, but also how can I use my platform to really create not just an audience, but also a community? And how can I use that community to find insights to further propel what type of content I'm creating? So don't forget, it's more than just content creation. It's called social media for a reason, and you have to be social. I hope that this answered your question. And if you have a question that you want to be answered, then make sure that you head over to the website and you submit your question at dearkatie.leaders-online.com. And on Saturday, I'm actually going to be answering a second question in my newsletter. And that question is, I want to start creating content, but I'm not sure what my employer will think about it. To get the answer to this question, make sure that you're subscribed to a newsletter, leaders-online.com/blog, and you will see how I would recommend that they approach this on Saturday morning. So until next time, I will chat with you then.